Hi, I'm Chris Vroman, and this is A New Dish. Today I want to talk a little bit about my love for superheroes, specifically how and why it came to be. I was first introduced to superhero movies in 2002 with the release of the first Spider-Man. At the time I didn't know much about Spider-Man, but from what I did know, I thought he was a pretty cool guy. His first movie came out on my birthday, so I decided I wanted to see it in celebration. Thinking about it now, I guess I was always meant to be a nerd because Marvel releases a movie every year around my birthday in early May, and they've been doing this since that very first Spider-Man film. After seeing it, I decided I wanted to be just like Spider-Man, which had a much bigger effect on me than my 8-year-old self realized at the time. Spider-Man was a superhero, and he was cool. I definitely wanted to be those, but Spider-Man also deals with a lot of problems. Just in his first movie, he sees his uncle die, he sees his best friend's father die, his best friend inadvertently turns against him, and he gives up on the woman he loves because he wants to protect her. He deals with a lot of crap, but through it all, he keeps his chin held high. Even if I didn't acknowledge it at my age, I wanted to be just like that. I dealt with a lot of medical problems as a kid, and it was difficult because no one else knew what I was going through. But I thought if I could be like Spider-Man, I could take it all in stride and keep moving forward through this pain. While Spider-Man had a huge effect on me, it's certainly not the end of the story. Flash forward to many years later as I was just going into high school. That transition is tough for anyone, and at that time I felt kind of short on friends, and I was still dealing with some medical stuff. Add to that a nice little dose of social anxiety that made me afraid to talk to people, and you've got a good portrait of where I was at going into high school. I was still trying to move forward through troubles, but it was getting so much harder because the troubles wouldn't go away. I had taken on this sort of they can't see me if I can't see them mentality about problems, and it was definitely not working for me. And then came the release of my favorite movie of all time, The Dark Knight. This really spoke to me because in addition to being a great movie with an interesting story and fantastic performances, it features a hero who deals with hardships and doesn't always deal with them well. Batman deals with pain and problems any way he knows how to, and by doing this, he doesn't always make the right choice. That being said, he was still the hero of the film, and at the end, he kept moving forward after dealing with his problems. Whereas Spider-Man moved forward by ignoring his problems, Batman moved forward after confronting them and feeling their full effect. When I saw this, a little light went off in my head. A little light that illustrated how troubles were an inherent part of life, and that at some point, we're going to have to deal with them. To be vulnerable is to be human, and it's okay to feel the weight of your problems, so long as you don't let them bring you down. Instead, confront them, and then move forward with your chin held high. It's these lessons that helped me through problems, and it's these values that stand at the core of my love for superhero films. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out my blog at anewdish.net.